Hello everyone and welcome to Get to Know Hospitality Heroes, a video interview series where we get to know more about the professional and personal lives of some of the region's most important hospitality professionals. Today I'm speaking to the highly accomplished Chef David Arnold, an American operations consultant and certified executive chef focusing on culinary project development throughout the world. So thank you for joining us, David.
I appreciate. Thanks so much for having me.
No worries. So David is a senior coach and manager of the Emirates Culinary Olympics team, as well as an instructor, mentor, advisor, restaurateur, and culinarian with recent projects in Africa, Taiwan, Saudi Arabia, Dubai, and the United States. So to get to know about this busy man and everything that's going on, I'm going to ask you a mix of questions from my two pots here. So we've got one career pot and one fun pot. So are you ready to get started?
I'm ready. Throw it at me.
Right, let's go. I'll start with a career question. Okay. So David, why and how did you choose your career?
Well, I started in the hospitality business when I was 14 years old. Before that, actually, even I was inspired by my grandparents. My grandparents had a small coffee shop in rural Indiana in the United States. He was a butcher, and he showed me, I think, I'm not really sure what age he showed me how to butcher a cow, but it was maybe 5 or 4 years old, something like that. Yeah, so I got blood on me at a very early age. Then when I was in my teens, I started working for a small chain of restaurants that was also in rural Indiana in the United States. Started as a busboy, dishwasher, and it didn't take me long to figure out that I didn't like the idea of cleaning, and I would much rather start getting my fingers greasy. So I started
the mess rather than clean it.
You know, and to this day, I got to tell you, it's exactly the same. But it taught me something. It taught me that the people that clean up after us are some of the best people that there are to treat well, and we don't do a very good job of that. We have a tendency to kind of look down on those people and think, well, we don't really need them. Well, guess what? We do, because I hate to do dishes. I hate it. But I'm the first guy to go back into the dish pit and pitch in and let those people know how much I appreciate them, because I don't want to wash dishes again. I really don't. But anyway, that's how I got started, and I've spent a great deal of my life in this hospitality business, not only in the United States, but actually all over the world. I've been to Taiwan and been to Somalia. I did some work in Somalia.
That's incredible.
Any place where there's food, I think I've been there. It's some great drinking stories, if nothing else.
I can imagine there are. So you really started all the way from that butcher shop at 4 or 5 years old, and look where it's taken you.
And, you know, it's funny because some of the things that he taught me when I was growing up, I still teach to my butchers today.
Wow. Yeah. So I guess those skills are timeless, right?
It's so true.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Okay, great. Well, okay, I'll pick a question now from our fun pot here. So,
okay, this will probably be harder.
It might be harder. Let's see. If you could be any fictional character, who would you be?
See, that's an easy one, because when I saw that question, I thought, this is going to be difficult, because it would be so fun to be like a superhero, Superman, and be able to use your X-ray vision. But then I really started thinking about it a lot, and I thought, it would be cool to be Iron Man. So I'm, without any more editorialing,
no further explanation needed.
I can see a little bit of Tony Stark in me, and I wish there was a lot more, I got to tell you.
That's great. Perfect. Okay, I'll move on to another career question.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so
The fun one was fun. So
they're all fun, really.
it's
So
true.
what was the proudest moment of your career?
Now, see, that's hard because I've had I, I have to tell you, I'm not a young guy, but I'm certainly not an old guy either. I have had some incredible things happen to me all throughout my life. I think probably one of the proudest things that has ever happened to me is when I got certified.
Hmm.
Certification is a daunting task. It's more grueling than competitions ever were for me. And that's probably one of the proudest things that I've ever done. But that being said, I was lucky enough to be named as one of the senior coaches for the Emirates culinary team
Hmm.
when we went to Luxembourg for the World Cup. And my team brought back, I think, 54 gold medals. Little Emirates Culinary Guild culinary team brought back 54 gold medals from in competition with people from all over the world, and that has to be one of the greatest things that I can remember ever doing.
That's amazing. Yeah, one to definitely remember. Wow.
So,
Okay, so I'll pick another one here. What is the best hotel you've ever stayed in?
well, I think about all the places that I've been all over the world, and I've been in some just glamorous places.
Hmm.
But then it comes back to if I think about the places that really stick out in my mind, I think about the people rather than the places.
Yep.
And believe it or not, one of the best hotels before I lived here. Before I lived here, I used to come to Dubai all the time when I was traveling around the world, and I would get stopped over here for a day or two, especially when I was talking to chefs about maybe doing some moving or whatever. I stayed at religiously. I stayed at the Sheraton at MOE,
Yeah.
and that has to be, these people are on top of their game, absolutely on top of their game. You can rank them with some of the best hotels throughout the world. Forget about the accommodation. The accommodations are great, by the way,
Mhm.
but the staff there is over the top.
Yeah, I think that's key. I think that's so important. It can really make or break a property, how strong the staff are. And that's interesting that you say that as
Absolutely.
well.
Absolutely. And you hear all these people saying the I don't want to throw out names, but you hear the commercials that our service is over the top. Our service, we do this, we do that. I got to tell you, these guys have it down to a science. The service staff and the culinary team at MOE Sheraton are over the top.
And I'm sure they'll be very pleased to hear that.
Yeah, I didn't even get paid for that, but I hope the next time I go there, they at least saw this and I get a
Maybe you'll get some free night next time.
ah, who knows?
Okay, I'll move on to the next one. Okay, so what is the biggest challenge in your daily role?
Um, wow. I think um, we in this business, in the hospitality business, we get inundated with people that think that they know everything, and um, that's probably one of the most daunting tasks that I have to overcome is dealing with people that think that they know everything that don't. And I still have to work with them. I still have to put up with as either as a customer or as a vendor or especially as an employee. You still have to be able to work with them, but that's a daunting task.
What's your top tip then? A bonus question. What's your top tip for dealing with these people?
I think you can't show them that you're smarter than them because they have to figure that out on their own. I think that probably one of my biggest joys is showing them how not so smart or not so clever they really are.
Showing your experience.
And it's an experience thing. As you can tell, I'm not shy, and I've been blessed with the ability to talk a lot. So
Make for a good interviewer then.
exactly.
Perfect. Okay. So last question I've got here. What was the last gift that you gave someone?
Maybe 2 days ago, I gave. I have a special recipe. I have a lot of special recipes, but one of the things that I do really well is smoked chicken wings. And one of my chef great friends, I gave him 10 kilos of smoked chicken wings.
Wow. Very
And
generous.
in heaven. He was in absolute heaven.
I can imagine anyone would be.
It's it's the small things that make us happy now. So if it's smoked chicken wings that keeps people on top of their game, I'm all for it.
Exactly.
100%.
Got to appreciate the little things.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, thanks very much for your time today, David. Really appreciate it. And we hope you look forward to coming to the next edition of the Hotel Show. And thank you again for your continued support and your time today.
Fantastic. Thank you so much again for having me. I look forward to it again.